Hey everyone, Irit here, and this is a process video using the September Hip Kit Club kits. I want to apologize for my voice. Hopefully I can narrate this entire video, but I'm just getting over a cold, so it's not as great as it usually is, of course. Anyway, my challenge or theme for this week was to use punches or dies, and because I'm lazy, of course, I decided to use punches. So this actually took a turn, and I started by making these embellishments from a few circular punches, and you can see that right now on the video. And then I finished them, put them aside, created an entire layout without using them, and then I created another layout and that time I did use them. So you're actually going to see, you'll see me making these, and then we'll move on to the second layout that I made with the kit. Just so maybe, you know, if you see some scraps or weird pieces of paper during the process, that's the reason why. So the first layout that I actually created with the kits, you'll see that next week. And it has a lot of pattern paper. It was really fun to make. I found this kit just really, I was really inspired to use all the patterns. You know, I was channeling my inner Paige Evans, and because the kit is full of her latest collection, Turn the Page. So the patterns are just really fun. Anyway, I have, you can see right now on the screen all my circle punches, and it took me a while to collect them because I'm always cheap, and you know, I think I have a few circular dies, but with dies you have to pull out your die cutting machine, or you can use your electronic machine. But honestly, with circles, if you can afford the punches and you have the space, and you know, maybe you can find them on sale or something, I would definitely invest in a few sizes of circle punches. They're just so easy to use, much easier than dies or an electronic die cut machine, in my opinion. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. So I'm creating these cute little embellishments, and I'm using some foam adhesive between the layers to get a lot of dimension. And I have kind of three circles in each little embellishment, and then I top it with another like sticker, a puffy sticker or chipboard from the kits, and it just looks super cute. I wasn't too fussy with the colors because I actually had no idea what I was going to make with them. I just picked my favorite patterns, and you saw me use that pattern paper that came in the kit that just has a ton of these little squares with I think 25 different patterns. So yeah, I think there are 25 on it. So you know, you can get a lot of use if from that one paper, and this is a really great way of using it. Yeah, I try to keep in mind, you know, not to layer busy pattern on top of another busy pattern, and mostly I like tone on tone patterns, so I did use a few multicolored ones, but usually just one in a cluster. So those were finished. I created another layout and didn't use them on that one, and then I started working on this layout. So I really wanted to use this beautiful light pink cardstock that came in the cardstock kit. It's from Basil and it's called Petal Soft. I think we also got it, no, I don't think, I know that we also got it in the August kit, and I loved it, so I was really happy to use it again. I'm smearing some extra heavy body gesso. Mine is from Liquitex. You can use any type of gesso that you have, or white paint. It's all the same. Gesso is a little bit grittier than white paint, and I'm going to add some mists on top of it from the color kit. And I think mists and watercolor, they look a little bit different on top of gesso than they do on top of paint, but it's not a huge difference. So I can't tell you, you should really use this one or that one. Just experiment and see what you think. So I want to add just a touch of pink to my white there, and I'm just sprinkling some of the pink mist that came in the color kit. So I'm going to use all the mist from the color kit and the cute star stencil that came in the kit. Just showing you Super Heavy Gesso by Liquitex. So the gesso, I let it dry completely, and then I went to town with the stencil. And you can see I sprayed through it to get the little stars, and then I kind of used the rest of the ink for just some pools of color. This was just a lot of fun to make. And you have to be careful when you spray your stencil if you don't want to spray over the edge and get that, square shape of the stencil, which I have there on the right side. But I don't care because I was going for a messy look. But if you do care, then it's better to just spray, at the center of the stencil like I'm doing now, and then you can kind of avoid it. So getting messy. And then I'm going to let everything dry and start working on my layout. So on my layout. So I was kind of, I guess hesitant a little bit with this. You'll see me moving things around a lot, or maybe it was that other one. Usually when the first layout that I create with a kit, I usually move things around a lot more than my average moving things around. But since this one is the second one, then maybe I was less hesitant, and because I kind of got to know already my kit, so I think I was just less hesitant, as I wanted to say. Anyway, this is kind of straightforward, the process, so I think it's a good time to talk about, real life stuff. So besides being sick, which was a bit of a bummer, I have been, I'm working on my next online class, and that one will be, I'm not sure how I'm going to call it, but basically what I'm going to do, what I've started doing actually, is I shopped the new Chamel collection Glitter Girl. I shopped and spent around $20. Now it's a huge collection, and if you get everything from that collection, it's going to cost you a lot more. So what my class is going to focus on is how to get, quite a few layouts from a new collection, but keep it kind of, still on a budget. And it's just for those of us that really want to, use the new collections, and then we kind of buy more than we end up using, and then we want the next collections, and so our stash grows. So if you're the type of person that buys exactly the amount that they use, and, you're happy with the way you buy and use, then maybe this isn't the class for you. I'm so good at selling myself, I know. No, my point is there is no right or wrong. It's absolutely great if you want to buy an entire collection and you use all of it. But what I found is that I buy more than I use. So I really put myself to the challenge of buying on a budget, and then just scrapbooking with that. So I got probably about, as I said, $20 of stuff from that collection. Until now I made, I think, 4 layouts, and they are not at all minimalistic layouts. So I'm really using what I have, and I have to say I'm loving it. And I have learned already that I should really, pay attention and buy only few pieces. And it was actually very easy to create with less product than what I'm used to, and very enjoyable also. So don't get me wrong, I love my hip kits and I love having all these options and all these supplies. But I also found that I really enjoyed using a much smaller amount. So $20 is, less than the average kit, in the average kit club. Those are usually about $30 for subscribers. And I still managed to make till now 4 layouts, and I still have lots of product. So we'll see how many I can make. And that's the class I'm working on. I don't know when I'll release it. Hopefully early October, I want to say. And in September I released an art journaling class. So if you're interested in that, just check the link below for my online courses. And this is, as I said, I'm using the September kit. I love this kit. I really love Paige's new collection. It's beautiful, and the patterns are just really fun to use. And we'll see how many layouts I get to make with this kit. The October kits have been revealed, and they are lovely. They're quite different, I would say, in vibe than the last kits we've seen. It's autumny, but not too themey. Just a different color scheme, I would say. Maybe a little bit more, I don't know, I want to say grown up, but that makes it sound like something not grown up is not good. But I don't know, I guess the colors are just a little bit more serious than my usual hot pinks and aquas. But it's a beautiful, beautiful kit, and I'm looking forward to getting it. What else is new? My daughter started the 3rd grade a couple of weeks ago, and Lily is slowly starting to go to the kindergarten. So we usually go, after we bring Ella to school, we go to the kindergarten, I stay with her a bit, and now in the 2nd week we've tried a short separation, and she cries a little bit, but very little when I leave, and then she plays a little bit, but she doesn't stay too long. So it's just a little morning visit, and then the rest of our day pretty much looks the same. So you can see my layout coming along, and I've created that little cluster at the bottom. And what I decided after looking at it is that it kind of looked weird that behind the photos I have all that mixed media, and then behind that little cluster there's nothing. So you'll see me just creating again all the layers with the gesso and the mist. I had to wait for the gesso to dry, but so I couldn't just keep making, but I just felt it would add a lot. And it's a very thin layer, so it dries pretty fast. And and then it just looks more cohesive. It makes more sense with the rest of the design. I feel my throat kind of telling me that enough is enough. So I think I'll take a break now and play you some music until the end of the video. I tried not to make it super fast, so it's easier to follow, but I just don't think I can talk today for almost 20 minutes. So enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you checked out my online classes, and I will see you next week. Oh, I also have right now a series on my channel using distress oxides. I've already have 2 videos in the series up on my channel, and hopefully I will get a 3rd one up soon. Everything has been a little bit stalling because of being sick and everyone being sick. Lily was also sick, and my husband too, and Ella a little bit. So it's just, we've also celebrated the Jewish New Year. So yeah, lots to do. Baking, making, cooking, and all that. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. I wish you a lovely day. Keep watching and see this layout finished. I'll play you some music. Bye.